striving with every reflection as each day gets farther from feeling like home. Little morn, guide me on, counting my paces, dust on my laces, walking with ghosts, letting go what is gone, trying to cherish quietly the things I have today. Little moon, throw just a little glow to guide my way. I've made so many mistakes, but without each and every one of them I would not be in this place. I tried to throw the would have beens, could have beens away, and practice my falling with grace, and feel the wind whisper on my face. Just surveying my perfections when days are farther from feeling like home. Little moon, guide me on, counting my paces, dust on my laces, walking with ghosts, letting go what is gone, trying to cherish quietly the things I had today. Little moon, throw just a little glow to guide my way. Oh, little moon, guide me on, counting my paces, dust on my laces, walking with ghosts, letting go what is gone, trying to cherish quietly the things I have today. Little moon, throw just a little glow to guide my guide my way, to guide my way. Good morning. It's gonna be a pretty one, y'all. I was maybe not so much gonna do this morning. I was gonna wait until Sunday, but it was gonna be colder. It was definitely gonna be colder, or it is gonna be colder tomorrow. So I thought I'd jump on it. Went for 6:15 instead of 6 o'clock. Sun is rising a little bit later these days in the morning, and I thought I would gift myself and y'all 15 extra minutes on the back end. It is a weekend, and so the dynamic in my household changes dramatically when we do not have to get the kids to school. And so we're going to let the girls kind of be a little bit lazier this morning. And hopefully we'll get to see the sun burst into view before the end of this gathering. That'll be kind of fun. Oh, coffee's good. Whew. You know how to love, can you teach me? Open up my heart, can you reach me? And to tell me there will never be a ready time. All I know is you will always be my little shine. My little shine. Someday you will wonder why we all don't break. We're so small in a scary world. Never know the ends to the paths we make. When the troubles coming through, when there's nothing we can do, long as you got me and I got you, we got big love, big love. You know how to laugh, can you free me? Love the way you smile when you see me. And they tell me there will never be a right time. All I know is you will always be my little shine. My little shine. Someday you will wonder why we all don't break. We're so tiny in a mean world. We never know the ends to the paths we make. When the trouble's coming through, when there's nothing we can do, long as you got me and I got you, we got big love, ooh, big love. You know how to trust, can you show me? I'm walking out with no net below me. And they tell me there will never be enough time. All I know is you will always be my little shine. My little shine. Someday you'll wonder why we all don't break. We're so fragile in this huge world. We never know the ends to the paths we make. When the trouble's coming through, when there's nothing we can do, long as you got me and I got you, we got big love, big love. Whew. It's getting pretty back there, y'all. Yes. Oh, man. It blows my mind. Right? That, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many sunrises I've seen. A decent number at this point. It just never ceases to make me feel awe and ingratitude, no matter how shitty things seem to be going in this world of ours. It's really an amazing thing. She like coffee in the morning, butter on her bread. She likes the sound of danger, but she plays it safe instead. She like all the nasty weather, she be turkey every day. Nothing's feeling better than those first rays of sunshine. She struts along the path that she's on. She says you cannot know the right road when you're worried that it's wrong. Ooh, yeah. You've got us spinning like a drug. Your smile reminds us how we love. When you walk into the room, you talk politics and philosophy while she's cutting up your flow. She drinks Jameson, hey, Jameson, and Jameson some more. She's always eating vegan, except for bacon when it's right. 'Cause Erica believes that moderation keeps you grounded. She said, boys, play fast and play rough. 'Cause life is packed with moments, and they don't last long enough. Ooh, Erica, you've got us spinning like a drug. Your smile reminds us how we love. And when you walk into the room, we all go na 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 na. We go na 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 na. And there are times of consternation, misplaced the spark behind our eyes. Moments hesitation, but here comes Erica. She said, let's go howl at the moon. Ooh, Erica, you've got us spinning like a drug. Your smile reminds us how we love. And when you walk into the room, we all go na 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 na. We go na 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 na. We go na 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 ba da da na na na. We go na 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 na. Ooh, yeah. Yep. It's all happening. Oh. I've been playing that last song a lot. Our latest release. I am, I mean, it's kind of fun. I mean, okay, so in one respect, right, this is hard for me because I'm not the kind of person that likes to wait. I'm not good at waiting on pretty much anything. And we have this beautiful album that we made, and we have all these songs that are finished, and I just want you all to hear them like right away, like immediately, you know, and it's hard for me to hold back, but it is fun continuing to release these songs. We've now released 2 on the album, as most of you watching this morning know. But you know that most of the folks that gather with us in the mornings don't actually gather with us in the mornings. They watch a little bit later on in the day, which is great. Which is great. Nobody has to be crazy enough to wake up at this hour. Although, shit, it's nice. But we have released the song Revelate, and we've released Erica, both off of the Revelate album. And the next song we're going to release is coming up in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. Like soon. And that's pretty. That's pretty exciting. The next song we're gonna release is a song called "Searching for Words" that they haven't made yet. I'm not gonna play it this morning because I played it at the last gathering, but I'm so excited for y'all to hear it. The recording, if you haven't heard the song yet. Half a mile from the county fair, and the rain came pouring down. Me and Billy standing there with the silver half crown. Had to pull a fishing rod and tackle on back. We just stood there getting wet, with our backs against the fence. Oh, the water, oh, the water, oh, the water. I hope it don't rain all day. In the storm, my soul. Storm me just like jelly roll, let it storm me. It stormed me to my soul. Storm me just like going home, let it storm me. And the rain let up and the sun came out, and we were getting dry. Almost let a pickup truck nearly pass us by, and we jumped right in and grabbed. The driver grinned and he dropped us off the road. We looked at the swim and we jumped right in, not to mention our fishy poles. Oh, the border, oh, the border, oh, the border, let it run all over me. Storm me to my soul. Just storm me just like jelly roll, let it storm me. Storm me to my soul. Storm me just like going home, let it storm me. the way back home, we sang a song, both throats were getting dry. Then we saw the man from across the road with the sunshine in his eye. He lived all alone in his own little home, a great big gallon jug. There were bottles too, one for me and you, and he said, hey, here you are. Oh, the water, oh, the water, oh, the water. Get her myself from the mountain stream. Stone to my soul. Stone me just like jelly roll, let it stone. Stone me to my soul. Stone me just like going home, let it stone me. Take a minute in between songs, let my fingers warm up. It's a delicate dance you gotta do when you're live streaming in selfie mode, because, like, right? Look how it focuses on the back. If I go in too far, it washes everything out. And nobody needs to see this early in the morning, as far as I'm concerned. That's a little nicer. Was my 5-year anniversary yesterday. Allie and I have been hitched for 5 years now. It always seems funny to celebrate that. I mean, it doesn't seem funny to celebrate our life together, and our partnership and our love and all that good stuff. We got married. Well, 5 years ago, right? But you know, we were partners in crime for life before that. We just made it legal 5 years ago. Because it was time to start making babies. And we thought that we should make it official before we start making babies. But man, a lot has happened in those 5 years. We didn't live up here. We didn't have any kids. It's the middle of a pandemic. It was year one of the pandemic. It was year one, no vaccines. You were all in isolation. I was in the midst of gathering with you all for 500 nights in a row. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. I see them. Thank you. It was a nice day. Girls had school in the morning, and we took advantage and snuck off and got a couple massages. That was our big anniversary celebration. But really, this weekend is is a special weekend for us. As many of you know, there's only a handful of weekends that I'll take off over the course of the year. And it's challenging because it's a time in our lives when, right, I need to be out. I need to be out on the road, earning money for the family, and also, right. We need to be a family that spends time together. It's a complicated thing for a musician. When I get a bit older, I think they'll maybe be out on the road a lot. But we just actually decided something this week, and by we, I mean Allie. Allie decided that, in the middle of our Midwest, in the middle of our Midwestern tour, we have these 2 days off, a Monday and a Tuesday, right after our concert in Madison, Wisconsin, where one of my very best friends, Sammy, he lives out there with his family, and actually they have 2 daughters that are exactly the same age as our 2 daughters. It's a pretty cool thing, and so actually this week, Allie decided that she and the girls would fly out to Chicago and meet me the night after our big Chicago show, and we would drive up to Madison together and spend 3 days in the middle of the tour. That's gonna be really special. So I'll only be gone from the family for about a week before I get to spend a couple days and hang out with them. That'll be a treat. We bang out the rest of the tour, and then I come back to the East Coast for like an eye blink, and we get on a plane and we fly out to Nebraska for our crazy Thanksgiving celebration. We spent a couple days out there, and then Karina and I head out to Europe for 2 weeks, seven countries. I think it's like 14 or 15 shows. A lot of crazy, exciting things coming up. Point being, it's nice to take a breath here before all that chaos begins, and just be with the family. So it's a good weekend, is my point. And that is the reason why we are sunrising today. Whoa, that doesn't sound right. Because there ain't no shows to live stream from. I've been hiding like a rat in a coal mine. I've been sweating like a confession. Tell me stories and believe. Show me something I can see. Smoke is so sweet, rhythm shine, tastes like Sunday, pours like wine. Feast their eyes on this whiskey Memphis sky. Ooh. Well, I've been shaky like a son of a gambler. I've been rattled like a snake in a hole. Got me up on solid ground. Wake me when the sun comes round. Smoky Soap Creek rhythm shine, tastes like Sunday, pours like wine. Feast their eyes on this whiskey Memphis sky. I've been waiting it out for a scattered ray of sun, but I figured it out. Sometimes you have to catch it on the run. Smoky Soap Creek rhythm shine, tastes like Sunday, pours like feast their eyes on this whiskey Memphis sky. Hey, hey, na na na. Ooh, yeah, na na. Well, I hope those of you who were with me this morning are doing okay. Have fun plans for the day. For those of you who are working today, I hope you don't have to work too hard. I hope you have time to take some moments. It's kind of like something that I've been thinking about. I think both Allie and I have been thinking about that a lot. We are trying so hard. Just trying so hard. Trying to be good parents, trying to be good earners, and trying to be good people, and trying to not to let the woes of the world weigh us down too much. At the same time, trying to be engaged and impactful in the world around us as we can. There's a lot of things worth trying real hard on these days, it feels like. And that's okay. That's good. I want to live a life where I care enough to try hard. But that trying hard can become all-consuming if I let it. And in the midst of the whirlwind and the crazy pace, right? I am like wanting to focus more and more on giving myself a couple moments each day just to check in. Take a couple moments to breathe in deep, look at the world around me, appreciate where I am, appreciate what I'm doing, even if I ain't in a pretty place like this. Trying. I fail a lot. I really do. That's okay though. My other mantra these days is to just forgive myself all the little failures throughout the day, because there are so many. Then that Buck T. Johnson sent a letter to the Globe, said the governor's at it again. Said I saw him twice last week with this girl Monique, while his wife's at the docks getting thin. He's a league with the mob kickbacks, every job got him all out in charge of the deck. And his drug cartel, it's sure doing well, runs it all through the priests and the pigs. And if I don't print my story, I'll go somewhere else. All of the things I saw, cause it's a scandal, rares days, regular cool day time. Scandal, rares the days, regular cool day time. Well now Jean at the Globe, she got Johnny's letter in her mouth, puckered up at the seams. You see stories this huge set the standard for news. She been living out her hopes and her dreams. She's in it right down a print where Ramon named Clint soaked it into his bloodshot eyes. He called Joe from a canoes, fished in his shoes and sent it out over the wires. 4 o'clock that afternoon, everybody had a flapping jaw. Cause it's a scandal, rest day, regular cool day time. Scandal, rest days, regular cool day time. Scandal now. Well now, me and the boys, we were down in Sully's, drinking after a day in the pits. McNews on the screen, our foreman Dean shouts out, ain't that the governor mix? Hey man, I voted for that lousy SOB. And we all shouted, can the clown, and them bars and homes all around all the neighboring towns, the same ugly scene went down. We made a march on the Capitol to show them we're not as dumb as they think we are. Cause it's a scandal, rest days, regular cool day. Scandal now, rest days, regular cool day. Scandal now. Governor stood in his office, white tee, silk suit, up and down at the scene on the streets. We'd all come out holding signs and shouting, the governor's a crook and a cheat. Just then a lackey burst in with a desperate grin. He said, what we gonna do now, chief? Well, the gov just lit up a pipe, said it'll be all right. We'll call the National Party for relief. Man, in 2 weeks' time, they'll have this all cleaned up with as much as a ham or a hog. Cause it's a scandal, rest days, regular cool day time. Scandal, rest days, regular cool day time. Scandal, yeah. Well, the next day flew by, the party thugs arrived with their wrists handcuffed to their files. They said, we got a 3-pronged attack to get you back on track. And the gov flashed a glistening smile. First we slander this buck-tooth Johnny guy, and you gonna roll out a tax cut plan, then we'll help our district so hard that no one will know we'll never lose elections again. Meanwhile, you better throw the party line, and by next year's time you'll be a community professor of law. 'Cause it's a scandal, rest days, regular cool days top. Scandal top, where's the days, regular cool day top. It's a scandal home. Well, now some may have guessed and others detest this store of putters out like a match. We all have to gulp, shuffle, talk show, pulled down to sword proverbial hatch. And meanwhile, fuck to Johnny, the guy who started it all, he got a dose of the old what for. They say they got him online, committing the crime of consorting with terrorists and whores. But it just signed a deal on a book called Squeal, to be featured on Oprah this fall. 'Cause it's a scandal and raising day, wicked the cool day time. Scandal now, where's the days, a wicked the cool day time. And meanwhile, Joe from McNews won a Pulitzer for his outstanding work in the field. To keep his reputation clean, he had to pay off Gene, signed her up to a 6-figure deal. Presidential run for the gov, guess it proved the Dugs at the Shaw play a mean game of ball. For those that ain't rich, we're still back in the pits, overwhelmed by the blur of it all. We'll get $50 back off of next year's taxes, spend it on whiskey and chaw. Meanwhile, the school downtown gets its budget cut down, ripped out with a serpent-like claw. And if you're looking for truth, well, you can set up a booth, peddle anything that cuts like a saw. Cause it's a scandal from present day, it's a regular cool day time. Scandal now, present days, it make it a cool day time. It's a scandal from present days, it's a regular cool day time. It's a backdoor deal, it's a flam, it stinks that your namesake. Wow, it's a scandal. Will is awake. Yep. Oh. There's a little kitchen down in Port Clyde called the Ocean House. We may head down there this morning with the girls and take our time, enjoy a little breakfast together. We'll see. We may go on a little hike this morning. It's very funny. I mean, I get to spend a lot of days here in between tours when we're in the Northeast. You know, I'm here a lot during the weekdays because, right, as there's a guy that's playing shows, if I can get to a place within 6 hours or so, and most of the places in the Northeast here are within about 6 hours, right? Better to wait and play your Thursdays through Sundays. Right? When you're touring nationally, when you're on the road, right? It really doesn't make sense to take Monday through Wednesday off because you'd be sitting out in a hotel somewhere, right? So we play every night when we're on tour for the most part. And so I do get to spend, a good number of days home throughout the year when we're not on a national run. But almost all of those days, right? The girls have school or they have camp, and so to have a weekend where I get a full day, it's just us, just the four of us, the gang, hanging out together, and it feels like a gift. As does this right now. Thank you for gathering with me this morning, y'all. Thanks for hanging. Thank you, by the way, our streaming numbers keep coming in, and they're pretty amazing. For those of you who have been out there streaming the music and listening, I haven't talked about this in a handful of weeks, but it is such an amazing thing, right? That a musician like me, grassroots, underground musician with no record deal and very few people spinning our music on the radio. By the way, thank you. Huge thanks to Greg and the Morning Buzz, who have been spinning Revelate on their show. I get little texts or calls from Greg as he gives me the update here and there every once in a while when he plays our music. It makes me so happy. But really, the way our music spreads throughout the world is through platforms like Spotify. And the more you all are listening out there, the more our music gets recommended to other people. And case in point, y'all have been listening a ton these last months, which is amazing. We've released, I can't remember, like 6 songs already this year, and the year ain't over yet. Last year at this time, about 33% of our listeners came to us through recommendations on Spotify, right? Algorithmic recommendations, because people are listening to other music, and there were enough people out there listening to our music and listening to other artists out there as well that the algorithm would recommend our music, and that's how a huge number of people discovered us. This year, because our listenership has grown, because you all are out there listening, right? That number has grown significantly. I think the last time I checked, it was up around 50%, right? Which is crazy. It means the more you have people listening, the more you're getting recommended to other listeners, which means the more people listen, which means more. It's fun to watch it happen. Man, I am really hoping that it keeps growing like that. We're working hard to make good music that folks are gonna want to listen to. And I know a lot of y'all that are here. I mean, you're listening to us no matter what, and I love that. And you're coming out to shows, and we're having experiences together and all the good stuff. But right, man, it's really fun to watch new people come into the fold, come into this community, and discover our music over time. And you all are the biggest engine for making that happen for us. Isn't that crazy? And it's true. And just by listening and enjoying, you're helping to spread our music. And always just a little inspiring to think about. Thank you for joining me on this magical morning. We don't have too many of these left in us because it's going to start to get real cold soon. But man, let's soak it in while we can, right? Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to it our by. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May your tongue when you're in carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glass. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glimpse of God's great design. Some say it's the science of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us, and all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we had. But these moments pass lightly and won't come again. May our lives all burn bright, right up. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the work when the working is through. Let us drink one to me. Let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who aren't with us. Here is to us and all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around good company. Here's to the future. Here's to the past. Let us drink one down slow. Let us drink one down fast. Let us drink one as if this night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Oh, here's to the drink that we share. I was waiting for that. You seeing that sun poke up? Woo! I look small on the camera, but it looks big out here. Awesome to be with you this morning, y'all. Thank you for gathering with me. Please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another. And I'll see you again soon.